Welcome. How is everyone today? Welcome to Sweet 23 Podcast. We are having a special Father's Day edition. Shout out to all the fathers that didn't show up.
What? That's crazy. Hey, which one do I press for that? Which button do I press for that? I just did that. Right. No, look. I'm just pressing. That's crazy.
Proving the deadbeatness.
Right.
It's like in the flesh. Deadbeat.
Man, it's rough out here.
But, y'all crazy.
Yes. Welcome to Sweet 23 Podcast. We in the building. I feel funny without my watch on today, and then it's looking all light skin on my wrist. Got my boy Tommy in the building. What's going on, Tommy? How you doing?
What's good? I'm not even sure if people know my name is Tommy, but I'm gonna roll with it.
Why wouldn't they know your name, Tommy?
Because his name ain't Tommy on Facebook.
It can be.
Oh, can be.
Yeah.
Can beats. Say it 3 times, like Tribe Called Quest. Say all the whole name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, I'm usually on the other side where Tay is, but
you got the. Go ahead, introduce me.
And my co-host over in chilling in the cut as usual.
The producer of the year.
Tay. What's up, Tay?
Hey.
Tay Samuels coming up
Thursday. I need you Thursday. Yes.
Oh, you do need me. Yeah, that's Thursday.
You got a whole full
week. So you need me tomorrow and Thursday.
You got a full week, my
That's
baby.
a dope name, actually.
Tay Samuels.
Tay Samuels. You gotta wear a suit.
Yeah, no, because I'm getting right to the business.
You gotta wear a suit.
And we need one of them little things that be the little thing he used to have to be moving. I don't know if you remember, it's like a little perpetual motion.
Oh,
thing.
right.
Yeah, we need one of them sitting in the background.
Right. Like, how tall are you?
You know what I'm saying? Stand up, nigga.
What's your shoe size?
Right.
She gonna ask me, what's your shoe size?
Don't scare them away. I ain't gonna ask y'all nothing like that. Nothing like that. It's gonna be a nice, fun, healthy conversation.
Looking forward to it.
Something much needed. Love, relationship, dating,
Yeah, we're gonna get into it. But getting into this topic for today, fatherhood.
Black fathers matter.
Black fathers matter. Yes, we do.
When is Father's Day?
Sunday.
Is this Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's
this Sunday.
Yep, the 15th.
You think you're getting something?
Well, start with this. People don't know this. Tell people how many children you have, if their ages, if you're willing to share, and if they're boys or girls.
All right. I have 3 daughters, 28, 22, and 18. They do get me something. They always check me out and try to figure out what they want to get me for Father's Day. And I'm not one of those people who were like, give me the world. Right. The last few years we've gone to Brewers games. Last year we went to a Brewer game. They bought tickets to a Brewers game and I tailgated with them. That was their first time tailgating, which I'm ashamed of because I love baseball, but that was their first time and they hung out with me.
Okay.
But I like memories, I like establishing time with them and having events with them as opposed to having a gift. Because I never can think of anything like what I want or what I need.
I swear I can't. And I be needing so much stuff, but when it comes time, like, what you want? Like, I don't know. Shit.
Right. I don't mind draws. I don't mind socks.
Just give me a bunch of that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm socks, draws, and ties. People be like, "Oh, don't give me that." I'm like, "Hey, give me."
Man, I'm at home spring cleaning and shit. I got so many damn drawers and shit.
I got enough draws. I literally got enough draws to last me. I count it to last me for 2 months.
Yeah,
2 months straight.
I'm somewhere
no
around
no change.
Yeah,
no washing.
Okay.
So that's TMI. Is that TMI?
Plenty draws. Look,
you just locked in. You just locked in with the undies, man.
Mad draws, son. Mad draws.
Mad draws. Great.
So me myself.
How many draws do you have? I'm just. I thought that's where you.
I'm a girl dad as well.
All right.
I have one daughter. She's 7. She'll be 8 in September. Shout out to Zoe. That's my baby. I ain't having no more.
Okay, that's a different topic.
Yeah, you made a whole decision right now. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, I've been made it. Look,
okay.
I made it last year around this time. You know.
That's another topic. So I'm just gonna speed on past that.
Okay, let's speed past that then.
All right, so we can open this up.
I
So
was about to
first of
follow
all,
up. I'm sorry.
we can follow up a bit.
I was intrigued already.
Oh, yeah.
So first off, I guess like why not? I don't want to ask these questions and he'd be like, no more kids.
Like fuck them kids.
Right. And that ends up
Black
wrong.
Lives Matter, but fuck them kids. No.
Thank you for joining us.
All right, so my first question. Well, first let me start off by saying Happy Father's Day to y'all. Hope you enjoy your cookies. Your father. See, y'all missed out on some good cookies. Some real big, nice cookies.
Shout out to Baked Dreams.
Yeah, Baked Dreams.
For providing Tamisha gave us some cookies for Father's Day.
Somewhere between the end of the show, I might have a couple bites. I think you hit yours.
Listen, biggest cookie I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, definitely big timer.
It's as big as your face.
All right. So yeah, shout out to her. So my first question is, what does fatherhood mean to you?
Do we flip a coin?
Whoever wants to answer.
You can start.
What does fatherhood mean to me? It's interesting because I didn't understand what it meant until I was divorced.
Oh.
And that's when it actually kicked in, because I had to actually put in like a very intentional effort to make sure I was present, because it's easy to be present when you're in the same house.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you're no longer there, you have to actually be very intentional about the time you spend. So it's time, effort, availability, answering the phone. I hate answering my phone, but I have to answer the phone because I got 3 girls with cars. Support, love, non-judgment, not quick to anger. I always want to be the father that can be called, and not, I can't call my dad.
Right.
I picked my daughter up my oldest daughter, because she was drunk. Most people like, why you get out there being drunk? I was actually glad she called me. I'm like, all right, I'll come and get you.
No, that's what.
And we talked about it the next day. Not that I was like shaming her. She's of drinking age, but
right.
She was responsible enough to do that. But
no, that's what's up though. Because the fact that she's of drinking age and thought to call you still, you know what I'm saying? Because she needed you. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's good.
I don't know if that answered the question, but that
it did. Okay. And then you have a viewer. Hey, Creisha,
what's happening?
John, would you say that your answer is similar to his?
Yeah, very similar. He definitely hit on a lot of points. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think he pretty much hit on everything. It's just about being, you know what I'm saying, present and available, and being a teacher, and I think that's the biggest one. You know what I'm saying? I find myself thinking ahead of lessons that I need to teach my daughter. You know what I'm saying now. And so that's kind of
that's dope.
It's been interesting, like this whole fatherhood thing, because I never really I never really thought I was gonna be a father,
Well, let me ask you this: from the time that you first had her to now, how has your understanding of fatherhood evolved?
I think what I understood of fatherhood was there because I know being a child ain't the same as being a father, but me being a child and having a somewhat absent father kind of put me in a position of like looking at things differently coming into fatherhood myself. You know what I'm saying? I just never wanted to have any children out here that I wasn't able to take care of, that I wasn't taking care of, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think
speaking of which, no,
so I think that things like that.
Creature said Happy Father's Day.
It's a little outside joke. Yeah. It's an outside joke.
It's not inside.
It's inside. Oh,
it's outside joke.
It's outside joke. That's funny. They did get outside.
But just having an understanding of needing to be present and being available. And being, you know what I'm saying? Just being open to the idea of it more than anything.
Okay.
Can I bring you into this?
Bring who?
You.
Sure.
Because if you are a fan of Midwest production studios, we saw your dad down here helping you. Like, what does fatherhood mean to a daughter?
y'all ain't gonna want to hear that. I think I talked about that. So my father, I think for women, young girls, fathers are like they're everything. Like that's your pure example of what your husband should be like. That's what it should look like. Everything complete. Like, hey, like how your daughter called you, I need you, and that person you can. I think right now, society has made it so comfortable for girls to call their father to get more advice, whether it be dating, life. I don't think that was there before, and I think it's there now, and I love that. So I talk to my dad about everything. We be having our little gossip stuff. So yeah. So and I know he's gonna keep it a buck with me too. You know.
Happy Father's Day to your father too. I mean, I met him here, and
his birthday is on Monday, so I'm gonna barbecue a little bit.
Super cool. Super
on
cool.
Sunday.
Yeah,
I'm
super cool.
So yeah, my dad the shit. Shout out to my daddy. He probably watching. All right.
Oh my daddy.
My daddy. No, don't put nothing on my daddy. Yeah. So what are your biggest joys and challenges? You can start with joys first that you've encountered as being a father. See, look, first of all, I want to say this. Thank y'all for being here because we don't ask men these questions. We don't. We just, whatever the women say it is, that's what it is. But we don't, I got some juicier stuff for y'all. Okay. This is just kind of taking it light.
Well, as far as the joys of fatherhood, I think the biggest joys of fatherhood are the milestones. You know what I'm saying? The first steps, when she starts talking, learning her ABCs, you know.
What she say first, mama or daddy?
I think it's daddy. Yeah. Okay. I think
it just flows off the tongue.
Yeah. I don't think we can get no real credit.
It be kids with no daddy saying that.
This cookie is fire.
Oh, the cookie fire.
Oh my goodness.
She'll be here tomorrow. Look, baby. Okay.
Ooh.
Definitely fire. Made from scratch. She don't play none of them. She'll play none of them games.
It's like a pecans in here.
But
oh shit.
Yeah, just the joys are the biggest joys are the milestones, the things that you get to see and experience with them. You know what I'm saying? Just watching them grow up and become this little human that, you know what I'm saying, like got personality and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's just the biggest thing as far as the joys of fatherhood.
And that was so long ago.
Yeah, you were sitting over there like an OG, like he was looking at you like, like he had 3 daughters.
Words. All right. When did they call you when they got a car accident?
Oh, God.
That's crazy. Like you said, the monumental moments are actually huge. The one time I was surprised because my daughter went to Tennessee State, and it was right about the time where our divorce was enacted, and I was paying tuition out of pocket, which was killing me. It was literally killing me. Mm-hmm. And she's a smart girl, and she's like she was like 3.8, 3.9, and she's getting 4 points in college. And I was like, I can't do this no more. Like, I can't pull out my pocket no more. I know you either have to take a loan out or you have to come back home. And she didn't want to come back home. So the next semester, she's like, all right, Dad, you just had to pay $200. I was like, $200? Okay, so what about the rest? She's like, no, that's all you have to pay. Like, what do you mean? She went to whoever it was and actually gave them an ultimatum at the college. She's like, hey, I'm a 4.0 student. Your graduation rate is this. I'm going to be a potential graduate, and if I'm not here, your graduation rate is going to falter. I need some money. I was like, you said that? They gave her tuition, and all I had to do was pay $200 balance.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Each semester for the rest of like the next 3 years.
Oh, that's so dope.
I almost cried. I was like, you did what?
She advocated for herself.
Advocated for herself. I wasn't there. I just said, you're gonna have to come home, and she kicked it into gear and figured it out. So all that teaching and stuff.
He said that was his best moment.
Man.
What about challenges? Well, I guess that would be a challenge and a joy for you. What about you?
I've been dealing with one of those kind of tuition situations myself. With my daughter going to a private school, a very expensive private school. It's just I think it's a great decision. You know what I'm saying? I love the school, things like that, but it's tough, you know what I'm saying? Like having to come up with, I'm like, my daughter's school is over $20,000 a year. So
nigga.
Yeah.
That's Tennessee State.
Right. And I gotta do this until, whatever.
And she's 7?
Yeah, she's getting ready to start 2nd grade. So
I'll sell some ass.
You said next show.
We had a very similar
That's the next
similar talk with the school though, kind of like how your daughter did, and they kicked in a bunch of money, so I was very appreciative of that. We still got a little bit to pay, but they definitely they really cut it in half, really.
That's
so
right.
That's what's up.
That's
they really cut it in half for us.
Yeah,
you
they
know
still
what I'm
get their
saying?
money though.
Yeah, other than that, challenges. I've been fortunate enough to not have to deal with too much yet.
She's so young.
Yeah, she's still young. She's she don't do much. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't really had no real issues as far as challenges yet. But I can just imagine some things to come. You know,
for fathers that are watching or may watch, how do you guys balance like your work life, your family life? Like, how do you balance that? What strategies would you give as helpful tips to young fathers or just fathers that just may have a lot going
on? Never be too busy to like contribute to the facilitating of the child's day. Any activities, anything going on at school, any rides, pickups, drop-offs, all that stuff. Being a single mama is tough enough, and having the benefit of having another person is always beneficial. So just being supportive and actually co-parenting. Like I said, I am divorced, but we co-parent as if we're not together, but we're still very cordial, very friendly.
Right.
Maintaining that relationship so the kids see it too.
Yeah.
John?
Pretty much the same. Me and her mother, we have a very good co-parenting relationship as well. As far as how it goes with trying to incorporate being a father into your regular lifestyle, it's really just kind of one of those things where it's just like, since she's been here, like I ain't never really had a chance to not be, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know, like it's just a part of my life now, you know what I'm saying? Like, for my daughter is almost 8, like for majority of her life, basically up until I moved to Phoenix for a while, I've been a halftime dad, so I have my daughter every other week, you know what I'm saying? And so,
But don't say halftime, because if she needs you during her time or your time, you would still come.
Absolutely. I was actually supposed to take her to the dentist today, but her mom ended up changing the appointment. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you would still come. So I wouldn't consider that a halftime.
I mean, listen, I get my time off now. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I'm saying but it's a healthy balance. Both of you get a time off.
For
so
sure,
I think it's still full time.
Yeah, no, it definitely is.
I would consider halftime like when your kids literally don't see you because you stay in another state and they come for X amount of months.
Yeah, you're still in the same city.
Yeah,
right.
So
you're
accessible.
Yeah, still accessible.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I don't know. You mentioned a little bit about this, so about your father not being around, and I'm not sure about yours. How did your upbringing shape how you felt like you would be as a father?
To be honest, as a younger man, having an absent father really made me not want to have children, because I just used to think like I wouldn't put no child through this, you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, like he was around, you know what I'm saying? But it was a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Like my mama had to like kind of push for things, you know what I'm saying? Like I was able to kind of be there and see, you know what I'm saying? Like really understand like what was going on, you know what I'm saying? And then even, I used to spend summers in Chicago visiting my dad, but like a lot of the time I was there, I was really spending it with his wife and her kids, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like me and her have a better relationship than even my dad to this day, you know what I'm saying? And that's just a testament to what she did, you know what I'm saying, when I came, you know what I'm saying? But so initially it was a thing where I kind of was like, I don't want to. But as like coming into fatherhood, it was literally that, like, I'm not going to be who my father was, you know what I'm saying? Like I need to be present and active and doing things, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't not hear from you for 3 months, 4 months.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Not see you for 2 years, 3 years, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
It was just kind of like just wanting to be better than what I experienced more than anything.
What about you, Tommy?
Mine is a little bit more corny. I mean, my biological father passed when I was 2.
Okay.
So I didn't really know him.
Mhm.
My siblings we're all 5 years apart, so they spent more time knowing him, and I basically remember I faintly remember one interaction with him when I was 2 years old in a high chair, and it's crazy, but I remember it. But after that, my mom married twice, but I didn't feel a father. I felt like he was her husband, kind of thing.
Okay.
So I saw one husband, how not to treat my wife. Then I saw another, my stepfather, who's still with us today, how he treated her. So I saw how to treat a woman. I didn't really recognize the father. The corny part is me watching TV, like
no, that's my story too.
like Bill Cosby, like
Yeah.
not the pill popping Bill Cosby.
No.
Like
Actually, that was the pill popper.
Right.
No,
the Cliff Huxtable
Right.
father of being stern, being supportive of the wife, but still having rules, making sure that everybody's, they're ready for the life. Door open when the kids show up, like still cracking jokes and about them being around, but you could tell that he still loved them. He wasn't going to put them out. They having standards. It's a lot of stuff that I just wanted. The relationship I wanted to have was based off of what I saw on television. Seriously, and that probably was a point of contention with someone that I dated at one point, because they had a perspective of how I should have been, and I was preserving the relationship that I had, and I wanted to make sure that was sustained. So being able to have the real conversations I have is very intentional to be able to build that relationship. So like keep that in mind. Like the relationship that you have with your daughter is intentionally have it, and not just like, hey, how was your day today? All that kind of stuff. Is
well,
literally
that leads to my next question.
Yeah.
How do you communicate with your children? And what is your preferred method of discipline?
They can count how many times I raised my voice.
Wait a minute. My daughter just Deanna just texted me and she said, it's only funny, y'all, because I just said communication. She said, why were there scissors in my bed by my feet? Do you have anything to tell me? Oh my God.
Dude, she's a comedian.
For real.
Literally.
For real.
Oh my God, y'all. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go back to
What was I saying? I forgot.
About
so sorry.
how you communicate.
Oh, how we communicate.
Please, not like my daughter.
I gotta think about that.
What about the discipline side?
Oh, the discipline. Them knowing that I'm disappointed in them will make them cry to this day. Like, if I be like, "What did you do that for?" Like, Dad, don't yell at me. I'm like, I'm not yelling. Like, but the mother is a yeller. She's a fusser. She fusses and whatever. And I think they're just kind of oblivious to that. They're numb to it. But me showing a concern and actually engaging in the conversation with him when he talked to me and asking more questions and like questioning, okay, you did that, why? And them knowing that I'm disappointed is huge. It's funny, I don't have a dialed in like communication style. It's just we developed a relationship where the comfort zone of just asking me whatever and still joking with me. My youngest daughter is Tommy, and my name's Tommy, obviously. And she'll call me. She's like, "Hey, Tommy." I'm like, "Hey, Tommy," and that's our thing.
Okay.
The average person, like, you let her call you by your first name. It's like, she's not calling me by my first name. This our inside
you
thing.
know I'm
Right.
Tay. You know I'm Tay at the crib.
Right. I mean, that's just
It's
what
just
it
funny.
is.
Yeah.
So this comfort.
Your baby little, so
Right. So yeah, we our communication is pretty standard right now. As far as discipline, I just don't really have to discipline that child. Like, she don't do much of nothing. You know what I'm saying? The last time I actually disciplined her, she was at my mom's house for the weekend. And I told her on Friday when I dropped her off, I'm like, make sure you do your homework. And so when I come Monday or whatever, I guess maybe Monday morning. No, it wasn't Monday morning. It was maybe Sunday night or something like that. I was like, did you end up doing your homework? And she was like, no. And then my mom was like, you said you didn't have no homework. And I'm like, oh, so you lying now? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, she made it to lie.
But the one biggest thing that I have done with her when there has been times is that I'll give her consequences, but I explain to her about what consequences are, what specific consequences will be in, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, for each action, you know what I'm saying? And so it's usually something simple like you can't watch no more TV or you got to go read. Like making her go read is not no real punishment because she reads all the time.
She enjoys it.
She go to a $20,000 a year school. They love it.
Right. So,
yeah. So we've got to go to y'all comments for a little bit. So Krisha said that she and her dad are very close and they talk about everything under the sun. His stuff, my stuff, tall stuff. So cool. Crystal said that she loves what you both had to say, and it's so dope. Krisha, that's what's up. I think you had something to do with how y'all handle y'all daughters.
Mm-hmm.
And then Krisha said that your daughter get ready because it's coming.
Yeah. You already know.
Yeah,
I already knew them problems.
And she also said, "I love that John has answers today."
I have answers every day.
Oh, wait till you have to go buy feminine products.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I you know, it's really not a big deal, I guess. I've bought them already, so you know what I'm saying? Like
it's different when it's your daughter, though.
I don't think John gonna care about that.
All right.
I'm not really gonna care. I just hope that it doesn't happen for the first time on my week. Like I don't want to.
You said, "Can you come get her?"
Well, that's where the co-parenting relationship is really, really important.
Like, yeah,
I need your help.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, shit's happening over here. Come take care of this.
That's true though. Because think about it, if you got one of them baby mamas that's like, "No, it's your weekend. Don't ask me nothing." You still want to have that support.
Yeah, I'm so glad I don't have one.
Yeah, you still need that support.
Yeah, we recognize when we have a relationship with one of the children that's a little bit different. So I'll call and say, "Hey, I ran into this situation. Figure out how can you talk to her for me about this, or vice versa. I got a phone call this morning about a situation, and I said, all right, let me think about that. I'm going to call, but I have to call and act like I didn't talk to her, kind of thing, and had that kind of conversation. But they did all like when it was my week, they would all be there. And as a woman, you probably know this. Their cycles coincide all at the same time. They were all on the cycle during my week, like when I was over there.
Even a mama.
Yeah, so I had to have mad tissue around the house. Like, I'm like, what are y'all doing? Eating the tissue? Like, it's like I'm out of tissue already.
Hey, so what are goals for your children's future, and what values are you trying to instill in them?
Just value in general. You know, my daughter, she does dance, and they just had this her big dance recital that they had this year was the topic of it was worthy, you know what I'm saying, and just talking about being a worthy young Black woman and things like that. So like I just want to instill those kind of things in her. Just just positivity and love, and you know what I'm saying, like
love is big.
Yeah, I just really I just really dread the day that I'm gonna have to come where it's like I'm gonna have to have a talk with her about something that ain't love and ain't positive. You know what I'm saying? Because that just ain't what life is. You know what I'm saying? Like life gonna throw curveballs and things are gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
All right, pause. So I'm gonna let you answer because my next questions are going into that. Y'all doing great.
Yeah. What was the question again? What do I instill on what
the future? Yeah. Well, what do you instill in them?
Being a kind person to other people. My thing is, like, our last name is Miles, and I used to say we Mileses. That's what we don't do that. That's what we do. Like this is what we do. And when we go out here, you represent every single person in our family when you talking to other people. Yeah. So making sure that's prevalent in their head. Also, I was just thinking, I don't remember actually disciplining them.
You went back.
Yeah, I don't remember disciplining them at all. So, and I just really know and appreciate that I'm a lucky father. I'm a very lucky father because I have 3 daughters. They have not been in any stupid trouble. They're not pregnant. They're not like out in the streets. What? They're not. My youngest just graduated last week. That's the last.
Congratulations to her again.
Congratulations.
Thank you. She's going to Central State University. I know.
people out there.
Just advocating for yourself. That's a big thing. So that whole idea at the Tennessee State thing was huge. Like it was like all that work, and you're like, wow. Them going to a white high school and not being whitewashed was huge too.
Oh yeah,
I gotta work on that.
Yeah, it's a very, very because you want them to be able to interact and coexist with that culture because that's the world, but also advocate for yourself and stand up for yourself when you know that something ain't right. And it took my oldest to go from, she was at Menominee Falls and she went to Tennessee State and she turned black real quick. It was like instantaneous. And she understood the assignment, came back, and she was a completely different person, well-rounded. So she kind of got both sides of the tracks. So that was important for me. To understand how to interact with your people, be able to go to the hood, be able to go to Shorewood, be able to go, don't embarrass yourself.
All right. So with everything going on in the world, how do you see Black fathers being portrayed in the media, and how do you feel about the portrayal?
It's just one of those things, man. Like, if you really know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Like Black fathers are very present, but it's just unfortunate that like a lot of what we do is under scrutiny, or there's misinformation about who we are and how we are, things like that, and I guess I can just say it's not a good thing, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like all the rest of the things that are that all the labels that they put on us just for our skin color or just for these things, you know what I'm saying? Just for just existing the way we are, you know what I'm saying? Those, that's kind of the big thing.
Tommy?
Thinking. I was an administrator at Milwaukee College Prep for a long time, and I saw nothing but Black fathers all the time. There every day, picking up, dropping off. So I was trying to figure out where these deadbeats were that was being portrayed in the media, because I had interaction with the fathers all the time. Like,
do you think? Because my daughter went to school, that 36th Street MCP, and I feel like we had built a community. There's a village. Like I was really in a situation where everybody was older than me, the parents, but we would take turns with each other's children.
Looking out
like, yeah. So if it was a mom that was going out of town, then I would watch her baby, and if I was going out of town, vice versa. And they went to the same school, so it was cool for a weekday, even because you would drop them all off. And we all formed that. The men, they were present as well, but we would coordinate through the moms. But do you think it's like that because of not having that structure as much anymore? Because I don't know where it's lost. Because back in the day, going to parent-teacher conference wasn't an option. It's a lot of people now, like, they don't know what their kids got going on, period. And that wasn't.
We can get into the idea of where things got lost, but then we got to start talking about the war on drugs and the prison industrial complex and a lot of other things as to why the Black family has been strained over the years, and ultimately we've been misdiagnosed as far as how we are and what we do. You know what I'm saying? Things like that, but. I think that's another topic for another episode. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I think the way that the media portrays Black men are violent and drugs. Yeah, so
I think we had a generation of we had a fairly decent generation of what people perceive us to be, but I don't think it's the same anymore. You know what I'm saying? I think that there are a lot of men who saw what they experienced, you know what I'm saying? Like myself, for example, like I saw what I experienced, and I'm not gonna replicate that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think that's just kind of the biggest thing. I think we're just a lot different now than where things were, you know what I'm saying? Even just how we parent, being present, how we parent, all of that, you know what I'm saying? It's just different these days, you know what I'm saying? I think that has a lot to do with how society is evolving a little bit, you know what I'm saying? It's slow, but it's things are changing a little bit. And I think that's one of the biggest things, that we just, want to be different than what we experience.
What do you, either of you feel like are the biggest challenges and opportunities Black fathers face in the community?
I think that perception, like we have to walk in a room to almost, I don't know about you, to almost prove that you are a present father. You don't want that to make it known that you're here for your child.
Right.
And kind of be loud and boisterous about it and be proud of it. And also the Black women in the community applauding and like rewarding mediocre fatherhood.
Can you explain that? Elaborate.
You like that one, huh?
Like,
explain that.
If I'm out with my daughter, oh, you're such a good dad. You're out with your kid. You see me with my kids. How does that perpetuate me to be the greatest father ever because I'm out with my kids? Because they have the perception that most fathers aren't with their kids. Like I'm always with my kids. Like we go places. That's what we do. And I think giving so much to the idea behind them being present, and actually putting themselves and putting them on the soapbox to a certain extent. And some of these niggas don't deserve it. Like,
well, they do that one time, and then like so y'all are active every day.
The Facebook fathers.
Y'all are active every day. So the women see him one time. Well, and the mom like, that's only one time. Like, what do you mean?
Right.
And they're like, well, at least he did it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, and that's kind of why, like, I've seen women, for example, joking like they'll watermark their pictures, like, don't post my pictures, I posted your baby, and you know what I'm saying? I've seen a bunch of weird stuff like that. It is kind of it is a little disheartening when you think about how people perceive you, like you've really done something. Like, no, I'm just here. I'm just like, this is the standard. Like, like I'm just here. You know what I'm saying? Like, me being here and being present and doing what I'm supposed to do is the standard. You know what I'm saying? But like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like thank you. You know,
there's literally people denying their kids.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
For this?
I don't understand. I don't understand that. I don't understand, like, just denying it. So
I think society has made it a norm though, where you can walk off like that, like you can.
And it's not. That's what I want to say. It's not just Black fathers.
Oh yeah, fathers.
It's fathers.
I
all
mean,
over
tonight
the place.
we talking about Black.
You're right. I know, but I'm saying I just want to make sure it's said. Hey, the Black father is not the deadbeat,
right?
or not the only deadbeat.
They're out there. They're out there
because it's deadbeat mamas.
For sure.
But keep in mind,
there's deadbeat moms.
Keep in mind, we are the minority,
right?
So there means that there are way more white deadbeat fathers than there are Black deadbeat fathers. You know, I mean, so it has to be really, really understood that it's out there like that, and it's some trash ass men out in the world that don't care about their kids, which is.
I mean, there. You know what I'm saying? Even the ones, for example, where they talk about like, oh, you pay your child or you pay money. You know what I'm saying? You make money, so you pay a lot of money, but like you still need to be present. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, send a check.
Yeah,
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, how do y'all feel about that? Do y'all feel like it's fair? That's a fair move. So if you pay child support, then you don't got to see your kids.
Listen, people were talking about the whole Anthony Edwards situation.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And you know, in my own personal, like, I'll play devil's advocate a little bit for myself. I wish my daddy was Anthony Edwards and he can come up off $1 million in child support. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't the worst thing in the world. It still ain't good, but it ain't the worst thing in the world to just be able to provide. You know what I'm saying? Like, providing is a big part of fatherhood. You know what I'm saying? So if I can provide abundantly, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a bad thing. Until
Father's Day come up and everybody you know is actually celebrating their father. And you're like, I got this stack. Like, that's not a relationship.
No, for real. It's not.
I mean, it just sounds like the mama needs to find a new daddy. That's all. Just stepdaddy. Just a stepdaddy. It's a lot of men want to be stepdaddy. But no, that's wrong. That's bogus. Yeah. But
if that money is involved, I'll be the stepdaddy.
But no, I think that it's unfortunate because now it's just morally wrong.
Correct.
Because the courts say it's okay, right? Mm-hmm. But why are you listening to that? You know what I mean?
Right.
Because they do say that there. Like they're in child support court saying, well, that's all he legally has to do is pay.
Yeah.
So here is typically a white man, I'm sorry, telling you that and you riding with that.
Right.
That's super unfortunate.
Right.
Because he's totally okay with you not, pouring into your baby. Right. He's okay with it.
I paid child support and had them over my house. What am I gonna do? Stop? Like, because I see them? Like, I'm not giving you nothing because I'm feeding them here and then I'm giving you money too. Like,
I mean, you gotta talk about the world we live in. It's okay for them to do that. It's okay for them to just pay or not pay and do something every blue moon, and they still get to go hang with people. They still get to socialize. You know what I mean? So you ain't losing nothing.
Well, that's like the law of placement and whatnot. Like, you have your situation 1 week on, 1 week off, but that's just the court saying that's the minimum. You can do more.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Oh, I guess I don't know if y'all know that. Like that DDG and Halle.
What about her?
Oh, yeah.
He didn't want to go to court, and she wanted to go to court. He was like, "Hey, we can figure this out."
Right.
And she wanted to go, but she really wanted to kill his reputation,
And I really
and it backfired on him.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I really felt like there was no reason for them to kind of go through all the things that they went through. You know, all the, you know, and you know that, and it, you know, people, it'd be so unfortunate because like a woman can come out and say something about a man,
Mhm.
and it's like it's law. You know what I'm saying? Like it's guilty till proven innocent. Like it's literally like the same things we go through in the actual court system. Like here it is, I'm dealing with a situation where like you said these things about me, and now I have to prove that it's not true to save my reputation.
Which I think is 1,000% wrong because because a lot of this be because you don't want to be with me no more, and that's
It's
not
emotional.
cool. But that you should get locked up for something behind that, like really ruining a person's reputation because you wanted to. You can't make nobody be with you.
I think it's because it's more so that they're in the public eye that's the case because a lot of that stuff happened out of people who ain't famous at all. Because like even my ex-wife and I, it wasn't peaches and cream all the time. We were in court.
But did she make a Facebook post?
Maybe.
She made something. She made.
No, I'm talking about his wife.
Oh no! Oh, you talking about his wife? No.
Did she put a name on it? Like Tommy ain't. But she couldn't say you don't take care of your kids.
It was the what do you call it? The innuendos and stuff. Like it was inferred stuff. No names or anything, but you know, people knew who we were.
Right.
It's me.
Yeah.
You talking about me? And it was because of emotion. And
well, I guess I'm saying the more vile things, like, oh, he a rapist or he this and that, like same
crazy.
things you absolutely know aren't true.
Yeah.
She made him be. She said he was abusing her.
Yeah.
That was a lie.
All right.
And then you find out she was abusing him. Like,
right.
So
right.
that situation was crazy.
Yeah.
And so he was fighting that, you know, with everybody, with the fans and all that. And then when they found out she was fighting him, they was like, oh, postpartum. Like what?
Oh, she got more. That was an excuse.
Listen,
they didn't like my response to that because I that was ridiculous. I don't think that's cool.
No, that's not postpartum.
That was her.
I ain't gonna lie, it don't matter.
Right.
Even if it
don't matter, right?
Correct, because I never signed up. He never signed up saying he was a therapist. He knew how to treat postpartum, any of that.
Right.
So why he got to endure any of that?
Right. And I agree with that. Let's try to figure this out. We don't need the courts involved. Then it becomes trust.
Well, he was like, I don't want to have to do you like that. You know what I mean? I got, you know what I got. I don't want to have to do you like that. And I guess she called his bluff.
You got a lot of tea because I didn't know anything about this.
Yeah,
I know about the drama. I didn't know the details.
Well, he got with the what is the dude name? Is it Aiden?
Aiden Ross.
Yeah, the influencer. Aiden put him with his Jewish lawyers, and they
hashed it out.
Yeah, so they don't hash out. They disturbed her peace.
I call it hashed out.
No, they hashed.
They hashed her ass out.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Like, hey, set it straight. Because you know what? As a black man, we it's way harder for us to recover from false allegations. Way harder. And
I've definitely been looking at this since we've been podcasting. I guess I podcast with more men than women these days. So I've definitely been taking in consideration the things that y'all say. You know what I mean? Like, hey, maybe look at this a different way, or
we be saying some stuff.
I mean, y'all do. Y'all be saying a lot of fuck shit too. But
yeah, some stuff.
Yeah.
Good and bad. We say some stuff.
I'm excited for Thursday because
what's going on Thursday?
Tay-Tay
Samuel.
I'm using that as an opportunity to advertise Thursday. Tune in.
Yeah, at 7. Live at 7. Nah, I think it's gonna be cool because I'm willing to hear them out, and I'll just have some good questions. Hope it's
I guess based off of the people that I saw are going to be on the show, and it's gonna be a hell of a volleyball match.
All right.
And I'm the referee.
You ain't no damn referee. I'm bringing Christian in then. Chris, you gotta pull up. Come read these comments. He obviously finna be talking fast.
I think I'll be here. I
guess we got a full house. It's rocking in here.
Let's do it.
Nah, but it's gonna be fun though. But no, that's kind of all I have for y'all. And I appreciate y'all showing up, being present in your children's lives, and being great example of fathers, Black fathers.
Shout out to Taj, Kaya, Tommy. Love you.
My baby Zoe.
Zoe ain't gonna be on here. Look, you like Zoe ain't gonna be. You like Zoe better not be on here.
No, she was here last week.
Yeah, she was. She's like, what time is it over?
Right, like she be ready to go.
She's like, it's bedtime.
She did it at my cousin's funeral. I'm sitting there crying at the funeral, and like she kind of like, Daddy, like what time we leaving? Like, girl, relax. We're going through it right now.
She didn't see your tears or nothing. She just know she's ready to go.
I'm crying, Granny crying. She like,
Creature said, say less. I heard you the party in here. Nah, but yeah, I know I appreciate y'all for real though, and I'm glad that because that's important for me too, being around men that are stand-up men. You know what I mean? Because I don't know if women know, but the type of men you surround yourself around is important too.
Absolutely,
you know,
absolutely.
If you're around
people in general, friends, relationships. She said, "Hey, don't blast my baby." That's my sister. You know, Zoe don't play no games. Like, what we doing? We got some chicken nuggets?
That's important for them to see that you keep your word. That is important. That's one of the easiest things to do. Keep your word.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this isn't the Biggie's podcast or anything, but to be able to look back like, hey, my daddy was on there and he was, doing his thing. But no, I definitely appreciate y'all for showing up. And just so for the record, I invited 5 fathers to her here.
Is that the
yeah.
And you see who showed up.
They put themselves on there too.
You're further perpetuating the stereotic that black fathers are not
Fatherhood is showing up.
Man. Listen, that's half the battle. Like you just gotta be there. You know what I'm saying? You gonna do the rest.
Just be there.
Man, listen, I ain't know what I was doing when I started with my baby. Like them first 3 months, like literally I stayed like at Zoe mama house, you know what I'm saying, with her like every night. Like it was just like we, you know what I'm saying, like we figuring this out, you know what I'm saying? And then at some point, like, she's like, she just come with a diaper bag that just got like, I ain't had no breast milk really that I was really getting from her. Other than that, like I got it clothes, shoes, diapers, wipes. But it was a lot. That's one thing I will say about being a parent. I think some people just make shit hard, and that just happens to be the people who vocalize things. And I know everybody has different challenges with their kids as far as maybe behavior issues, things like that. And obviously that can get a little more challenging. But like some of these people be just complaining, like being a parent was not that hard. Especially like them critical years, like them first couple years are very critical as far as like I gotta really
I ain't gonna
watch
lie.
you.
The whole I don't gotta pick you up and drop you off no more. What?
How much time in your life you have?
Man, racing out of work, like what? Getting charged $1 a minute? Crazy.
Man.
That was love. Man. Okay, when she got to high school, bust.
I ain't gonna even lie. I made a run the other night while my daughter was asleep. And I was so nervous. I'm like, I was telling my mom about it. I was like, that was the first time I ever just left her. Like, and I knew she wasn't gonna wake up or nothing, you know what I'm saying? But like, I was just nervous, like, you know what I'm saying? And like, when I think about like when I was 7, I'm pretty sure I had a house key, like real soon. Like it was different. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We was living in a different time. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm coming home and unlocking the door, ain't nobody to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like it's definitely different.
Yeah. These kids ain't us.
Yeah, Taj had a heart. She had a hole in her heart when she was born, my oldest, and she had to have heart surgery. And the surgery was supposed to be here at Children's Hospital, but we were in college, and the Medicaid that we had wouldn't cover the surgery here.
What?
Because it was a procedure because this guy was about to do some like outstanding procedure that's never been done before. And they went in the surgery and was like, no, we can actually do the regular way. And they stopped and said, since they have to do it the regular way, the insurance wasn't going to cover that. So we have to go back to Louisiana and actually have the surgery done. So we drove all the way back down to New Orleans. And I was in Grambling. Grambling is 6 hours from New Orleans. So they were in New Orleans and I was in Grambling student teaching and had to drive back and forth 5-6 hours like every other day to make sure I was there. And if you've ever been to New Orleans, the Lake Pontchartrain.
Yeah. You got to drive the bridge.
That bridge had to drive.
I've never been on the bridge.
It's two bridges. It's one that's really long. There's one that's kind of short. And I was going the short one, but that was long enough. Like in the dark, going across this bridge. Now I'm a G. Now I can do it. But you think back, are you talking about like leaving daughter and like that was so long ago as far as like waking up and making sure she's still breathing.
Right.
That's crazy.
Right,
like making sure her heart is still beating. Like we
right.
were like that's
just like literally like going and like touching her chest. And
right.
Like,
and then you forget about it. And I remember she was like 8. And she came to me. She had her bathing suit on, and she was like, "I got a cut right here." He was like, "Oh shit, we never even told her. She didn't remember. Like we forgot that was like a life-changing moment." She was like, "I got this cut. What is this all about?" And we had to tell her about her heart surgery back then. And she was 8, and she was like 6 months when that happened.
Oh wow!
So like the time go by so fast. You can forget about all this stuff and like
it does.
Damn, that happened.
I think I'm a little more fortunate than maybe he was because I'm in the era of the camera phone and the you know what I'm saying, like I got pictures and videos all through my phone and like it helped. It definitely helps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I used to be with a Polaroid. He's coming out.
Man, we got a bucket of pictures.
Yeah, I'm in there like waving it so it come out.
Yeah, we got a bucket of pictures.
But listen, you gotta pull the bucket out though. Like look, everything right here.
We might as well have a camera phone. We got plenty of pictures. That's crazy that we didn't have a phone and we have probably more pictures than we do on the phone.
That's crazy. Yeah.
All right. So all your sisters say y'all was definitely latchkey kids. All right.
Man, we just gonna do a lot. But thank everybody for tuning in. This has been Sweet 23 Podcast, Father's Day edition. And we'll see y'all next week. And I'll see y'all tomorrow too.